little cow hands and cow feet. Today's exciting story begins out west, where men are men and women are women, and chicks and ducks and geese better scurry. On a spread of land known as the Ponderosa, a spread called the Ruberosa. What I meant to say was the Verbosa Rosa, where a man's word is boring. There's trouble at the Cartwrong Ranch.
You ever notice how they never let horses talk on TV? That makes me really mad.
Stop complaining, Rooney, or you'll lose your job on 60 Winnies again.
Now, hold on just one goddamn minute. When Pa died, he wanted us to divide up the Verbosa Rosa amongst the four of us, right?
Sure he did. That's right. Only trouble is the land is in the shape of a triangle. How in the name of Randolph Scott can you divide up a three-sided figure among four still growing boys?
Here's how I figure we do it. This here's my piece. These are for you fellas. What's anybody think?
Methinks you are one unfair brother, Cow.
What's anybody think except you, Parnell?
I think Parnell is right. Your piece is bigger than each of ours. Here's how we should divide it.
I ain't overly delighted with that.
I'll take this piece. This is for Cow. This is for Parnell, and this for Little Mo.
That's not fair. I get the smallest piece of land.
Guess who doesn't give a rat's nose?
Here's how to do it. I'll take this, McLean gets this, Cow gets this, and Parnell gets this.
Hold your thoughts, little brothers. We're gonna have to call the sheriff and let her decide how to do this.
And that's just what the Cartwrong boys did. They summoned Fat Garrett, the sheriff from an earlier episode.
It's over there to the left, the door with the picture of the pony on it. Well, are you kids still trying to divide up a triangle into four pieces the same size?
Yep. We want you to tell us which way is even for everybody.
Well, that's easy. This one ain't fair. Neither is this or this. And this one ain't either. The answer is none of these is fair.
Yeah, well, so what do we do?
Well, how should I know? I don't know nothing about birthing no triangles.
And what are you good for, Sheriff?
Well, I know when I'm stumped, and I know an expert I can call on to help us.
And who might that be, pray tell?
One of the smartest matherados I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
What's his name?
Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade. Who? Sheriff Fat Garrett? Well, I should say I do remember you. You were in one of my favorite episodes. What's that you say? You have a problem. I'll be happy to help.
Good. I'll send my horsey around for you.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Ed.
Close, but no carrot. The sheriff sent me for you.
Am I going to ride you all the way to the Verbosa Rosa?
No, I've got a cab waiting. Keep the chaff.
Yes, sir, boss. Thank you, boss. Thank you very much, boss. That's very kind of you, boss. Thank you, boss.
So you see, Lieutenant Niblick, that's the problem. How do we divide a three-sided figure equally among four conniving brothers?
It can be done, folks, and one way involves dividing this triangle into four triangles of the same size. Hard to believe, but true. Think about it.
And you kids think about it, too. How do we get four triangles to fit inside one triangle? We'll be back so fast it'll make your head swim, or at least tread water. Use your noodle. Have you, Jaspers, figured out how to divide the triangle up equally? I must admit I haven't, but I didn't learn anything in school because I knew from an early age that I wanted to be whatever it is I am.
Have you figured it out?
No. Show us.
What if I did this? Connect the midpoints of these two sides.
That just divides it in two.
How about I repeat that effort?
You have smited in thrice.
Beg pardon, Parnell, you Shakespearean thespian?
He says you cut it in three.
Wait, I get it. What if we cut it yet again?
It's for you, Parnell.
Oh, hey, that's no fool, it's a dandy.
Lieutenant Niblick, you've just saved our ranch. Now every one of us has a fair and equal part.
Oh, Thank you, Lieutenant Dirk Niblick. You are a mathematical wizard.
Oh, just a little plain geometry. Nothing to it, really, when you use your old noodle.
Guess what, everyone? Guess what has happened to your brother, Parnell?
What is it, Parnell? It would appear to be good news.
I'll bet a cat's whisker it is. I'm going to New York. Joe Papp wants me to do Shakespeare in Tribeca. You can keep my land, you cowboys.
Well, now, don't that beat all? We finally solved the problem, and Parnell hightails it to the big city, so's we gotta start all over again.
No, you don't. Look at this. He's left you with his triangle.
So?
I see. Sure, we just divide it up the same way.
You could do that, all right.
Okay, Cow gets this piece, McLean gets this one, I'll take this, and...
You've got another triangle left over, little Mo, you miscreant.
So I do.
You just divide it up again.
Of course. Watch. But we've still got a triangle left over, even though it's a smaller triangle.
Yes, but by repeating the process, you can make it as small as you like and effectively divide the ranch in thirds.
Looks like a good example of recursion to me.
Oh, recursion, that's a big word for a little...
Now, if you want to start all over again, there are other ways to divide a triangle into thirds. You can even divide this equilateral triangle into 3 congruent triangles if you so desire.
How do we do it?
I think I'll let you ponder that. Give me a call when you get it. I'll be writing on now, my work here being done.
Thanks for everything, Lieutenant Niblick, you cutie. You saved the day again. But tell me, how do you make 3 triangles out of 1?
You puzzle it out too, Sheriff. It'll be good for you.
Why, you low-down, side-widened slag heap! For 2 cents, I'd run you out of town on a tarred rail, you...
And as the sun and Dirk sink slowly in the west, we bid a fond adieu to one of America's favorite mathematically endowed heroes, Dirk Niblick of the Math Brigade.
You know what else I hate? Guys who sit on your back when you're trying to think.
And Rooney, the semi-faithful horse.